Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are working on our glutes, our back and our core without putting any stress or strain on the neck, so you can really focus on strengthening up these muscle groups correctly. This workout was requested by one of you guys, so here it is. Let's get into it. Okay, we're going to get started standing to begin with, feet a hip distance apart. We've got a soft little bend in our knee and I want you to think nice and soft through the legs here as well. We're going to take a big inhale, and as we do that, palms come up overhead, and then we're going to roll that spine all the way down nice and slowly. Good, and then take another nice inhale. We'll slowly roll it all the way back up, just one vertebra at a time. Good, come back up to reset, tuck that chin down, nod the head, and off we go again. Slowly rolling it back down. Good, and then all the way back up. We'll do one more like this, restacking nice and tall, and off we go again, rolling down. Good job. Good, and then on this next one, we're going to roll it up halfway. We're going to take our palms to our thighs, and then from here I want you to lift your gaze up, sending the chest forward, finding that extension of our spine. So as you're doing this, I want you to start to pull that tummy in, belly button up and in towards the spine. Good job. Press your hands into your thighs. Good, and then we're just going to start to round, slowly sliding the hands down towards the shins and then coming back up towards the thighs. So you can think that we're doing a little cat and cow stretch in a standing position. So rounding and lengthening. Nice. Rounding down and lengthening. Good job. Let's hold it here in our extension, and then we're going to turn our palms over so they're facing out, pulling the shoulders down and back. I want you to just have the slightest little chin tuck. From here, palms are facing open. We're going to start to bring our arms out into a T shape and then guide them back. So out into a T shape, guide them back. I'm just going to face you for a few so you see what I mean. So just out into that T shape and back. Good job. So just going nice and slowly through this and just noticing how your back muscles are starting to wake up and switch on. Good job. 3 more. Keep the shoulders down. 2. Good. On this next one, you're going to hold it halfway. We're just going to pulse the hands back. Good. So tiny little pulses. Good for 5, 4, 3, tummy stays on, 2, 1, come back to center, and then we're just going to roll it all the way back down. Take an inhale, and then we're going to come back up to halfway, lengthening out through the spine, flipping the palms back over, and off we go again. Good job. So a little T shape with the arms, waking up through the back. Good, spine is long, neck is long. Last 3, 2, good job, and 1. Let's hold it back and let's pulse. Tiny little pulses for 5. Nice work. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's release. Roll it all the way back down once again. Okay, from here we're going to walk the hands out, and then we're just going to find a little down dog. Cool, so just take a sec here, get comfortable with it. Good, finding some length through the arms, through the legs. You can keep a soft bend in the knees as always. Good, take an inhale here, and then as you're exhaling, tip that weight forward, and we're gonna find a little plank. Cool, so just checking your shoulders are above your wrists, spread all 10 fingers, tummy is drawing in, shoulders are back and down, neck is long. Good job. Let's hold here for 8, 7, just warming up that core. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Okay, we're going to plant the knees down. We're going to come into our triceps. So from here, keep the hands where they are. We're going to bend at the elbows to fold through the arms and come through those triceps. So pulling that tummy in, slowly lowering down and slowly back up. So I want you to have a neutral spine position here, so a gentle little tuck of your tailbone, as we lower and lift. You guys have done these plenty of times with me before, so you know what you're doing. Good job. And it's not about how low you can get down or about how fast you can go. It's about slowly lowering down and back up. So on these next few, I want you to be thinking about your triceps, but also about your back. Are your shoulders trying to come forward and help? Are you gliding the shoulder blades back and down? Nice work. One more here. Good job. Come back up. We're gonna hold it halfway, just a little hold. Pull the elbows in towards you, facing the knees. Good, strong through the triceps. Shoulders are down, neck is long. Let's hold for 6, good job. 5, 4, tummy's on. 3, 2, 1. Let's come all the way back up. Little reset if you need to. Keep that tailbone tucked under, and off we go again. We slowly lower down and back up, good. Slow lower and back up. Nice work. Spread all 10 fingers. Focus on your triceps. Good. Last 5. 4. Good work. 3, keep breathing. 2. And on this next one, let's hold it halfway, holding for 5. 4, tip your weight forward. 3, good job. 2, and 1, extend through the arms. Just push it back into little child's pose here. Just take a quick breather. Good, so feel free to close down the eyes and just take a little breath in here to relax. Good, okay, let's round onto our tummies, getting nice and comfortable here. Okay, from here, we're gonna move into our swan. So you're gonna take your elbows out in line with the shoulders. Spread all 10 fingers once again. Good, so from here, we're just gonna lower it down to begin with. Take an inhale, and then as you're coming up, I want you to press your hands, your forearms into the floor. Energy out of our legs, nice and strong here. And it's just a little lift up. Good, we lower back down. We lift up. Just make sure that when you're coming up, you don't extend along with your neck. You want to keep that alignment there of your neck and your spine. So you just want to keep your gaze just slightly dropped on that diagonal. Cool, so using our back muscles here to lift the chest. Good, and keeping our core engaged so we can support our back. Good, so this exercise, this swan, is quite challenging for me. I'm hypermobile in my shoulder blade, so yeah, it's a hard one. Good, 2 more here. Nice job. So I really want you to be focusing now on your back muscles, pulling down, lifting the chest. Nice job. Let's go for 1 more. Lift. Good, keep that gaze at that diagonal and lower. Nice work. Okay, on this next one, we're gonna lift up into our swan. We're gonna lift our hands up. We're gonna extend them forward, bring the hands back towards the thighs, fold at the arms, and then we lower back down. So we lift up, extend the hands out, bring the hands back, fold the elbows, and come back down. So just remember, keep that gaze at that diagonal. You don't want to break that neckline. Good job. Keep your tummy on. Nice work. And then make sure you're breathing. Good. Fold at the elbows nice and slowly. Don't rush through any of this. You want to give your muscles a chance to switch on. Good. We'll go 2 more here. Lovely work. Good. Press those palms out. Circle them down. Good. Lovely. On this next one, we're going to lift up, holding it here. You're going to send your palms out nice and long. You're going to bring the hands back towards you like you just were, and then we're just going to keep the arms long, circle them back out in front, and then back down. So coming into some prone arm circles here. Just make sure you're really trying to keep your shoulders down, keep your gaze soft, head in line with the spine. Good, working through the back, through the lats. Nice work. Let's go for last 3. Keep breathing energy out the legs. Last 2. And 1 more here. Really reach and glide it back. Nice job. Let's just push ourselves up into a seated position. Legs can be out nice and long if that's comfortable for you. If it's not, you can just have them crossed, whatever works for you there. And then we're gonna sit up really nice and tall. Take your arms out to a T shape. And then we're gonna do like a seated cat-cow. So you're gonna round through the spine, bring the palms to touch, and then sit up nice and tall, bring them back, open into that T shape. So we round and come back up. There we go. Good, so just a little release there. Let that chin fall down towards the chest. Nice. Good, okay, last one here. Come all the way back up. If you're sitting cross-legged, I want you to sit how I am now, and then just take your feet nice and wide, wider than hip distance apart. Arms are coming out in front, shoulders are down, back is still on here. You're gonna take an inhale, and then on your exhale, you're gonna roll it forward, coming into our spine, stretch forward, and come back up. Good. So we roll it forward, and we come all the way back up. Nice job. Good, so don't think that you have to go super long here with the arms. Good, just going to your own ability. Good, we'll make this next one our last one. Good, and then we restack, nice and tall. Okay, from here, keep your arms long. We're just gonna send them up towards the ceiling. So spreading all 10 fingers, shoulders are down and back. We're just gonna take the thumbs back behind us and forward, back and forward. So use your core here to keep your spine where it needs to be. Shoulders are down. Focus your mind on your back, your lower traps. Good, and keeping the shoulder blades in place. Last 3, 2, good, and 1. From here, bend the elbows so you find that 90 degrees position. We're gonna bring the hands in towards each other and then open them out. So we bend it in, we open back out. Cool, so now as you're doing this, I want you to think about keeping your shoulder blades apart as you open and as you close. Good. So you can feel free to cross your legs here or come into another seated position that's more comfortable if having the legs long doesn't work. Good. A few more here, keeping that 90 degrees, focusing on your back. Good, neck is long. On this next one, we open the hands out into 90 degrees, send the palms forward and bring them back. Good, so just extending the elbows, bringing it all back. Good job. This should feel quite intense if you're doing it correctly, just because we've already warmed up those muscles. Good job. So slowly drawing those elbows in. Good, and back up. Nice. Good, let's go for last 2. And make this one your last one here. Good job. Okay, let's take a little stretch. So just coming into a comfortable seat, you can fold the legs in a cross-leg position and just bring that right arm up and over. That left elbow can come down to the floor if you've got that mobility. If not, that's fine. Good job. Okay, coming back to center and other side. Nice. Good, okay, let's come down to the floor. We're gonna get into our core. So just coming down to our backs. So from here, we're gonna bring our legs up to tabletop. And we're gonna have our feet flexed this time. Usually I do with your toes pointed, but switching it up today. So feet are flexed, knees are above our hips in that correct alignment. Our spine is in neutral to begin with, so there's a little gap to begin with. And then from here, palms are relaxed by our sides. As we tap that left foot down and bring it back up, and the right foot down. I want you to start to imprint your spine. So now you're pushing your belly button down and creating, you're not having a gap here. So you're not creating any space. See how I can't wedge my hands under? That's what you want. So we're gonna be working that imprinted spine. Good, and try to keep your feet flexed and just tap the heels down so we can work through our legs a little more. Good. Keep your gaze up towards the ceiling. Nice work. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. If that was enough for you and you can really feel it in your tummy, stay there. Otherwise, let's go double heel taps. Good, and back up. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Nice job. Let's go for 4, 3, good, 2, and 1 more. And then we'll move back into our single heel tap. So try to just keep moving here. Good. So imprinting that spine and flowing with the breath. Good. Now I just want you to start to notice how when you tap that heel down, your tummy pulls a little bit. So use your core, use your tummy to bring that knee back into tabletop. Last 3, 2, good. Give me 1 more. And then double toe taps, double heel taps. So as I said before, if you want to stay in single, stay there. That's so fine. We're working the same muscles. Good. Last 4. Little tap, little lift. 3, 2. Good. And 1. Last round here. Off we go. Tap the left, down, back up, and the right. So there's no need to rush ever through any of these. Just want you to go nice and slow, let your muscles do their thing. Good. Sometimes I like to close my eyes in the core section because I'm like, it's burning. But if you really concentrate on your breath, your mind can get you through it as well. Good. Last 3, 2, last 1, double toe taps. Last set here. We lower down and back up. Good. Lower and lift. So your back will naturally start to arch a little bit when you're taking your heels down, and that's when you have to use your abdominal muscles to not let that happen and to pull your legs back. Last 3, 2, and last one there. Good job. Okay, we're gonna take our arms out into a T shape, and now we're gonna point the toes and squeeze the knees together. So in our T shape here, still imprinting our spine, spread all 10 fingers. From here, we're gonna take the knees over to the right side, bring them back to center, and then over to the left. So now coming through our obliques, just a little bit more. Good job. So keeping your arms out in this T shape allows you to work through your tummy, but also you can keep that nice little rotation of your spine really controlled. So if you're struggling to get your knees over to the side, just use your opposite palm just to support you a little bit to bring them back to center. Good. And another thing as well, I want you to keep both of your shoulders down. So as you rotate to the left side, push your right shoulder down, come back to center, over to the right, left shoulder stays down. Good. Last 3, 2, good job, 1 more. Nice job. Okay, bring your hands back by your side. You're gonna plant your right foot down. You're gonna extend your left leg towards the ceiling. So from here, I just want you to start to draw tiny little leg circles one way. Good. Last 3, 2, 1, and then reverse. So you're still feeling this in the quad, and you'll start to feel it in the obliques here as well. Good, and I just want you to keep that circle small and controlled. Good, last 2, and last 1. Plant that knee and then switching sides. So right leg up towards the ceiling, try to point the toe, make it look pretty. No, that's just so we can keep that leg engaged. Good, but it does look better than just flopping your leg around. Last 3, 2, 1, and reverse. Good, so small and controlled, the slower the better. Good, and keep your tummy on, so actively squeezing your belly button back to your spine. Last 3, 2, and 1. Leave that right leg long, bring your left leg up to meet it. So from here, if this is enough and you're feeling it in your core, stay here. Otherwise, just see how that intensifies on the core as you start to lower the legs down towards the floor. Good, so keep everything flat to the floor and we're just gonna hold. Good, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bending that right knee, off we go again. Little leg circles. Nice. So you can sort of imagine yourself drawing tiny little circles on the ceiling. Last 3, 2, 1, and reverse. So as you're doing this as well, you'll just notice how sometimes your right hip or your right glute tries to just roll over to the left side to help you draw these circles. I want you to use that right oblique to keep it down. Good job. Last 2, and 1, and switching sides. And then same thing on this side. You'll notice how that left glute and hip try to roll over to the right to help you draw it. Just use your tummy to push it down. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that left leg and we hold. So see if you can challenge yourself a little bit. See if you can take those legs a bit lower down. Good. Press your hands into the mat. Find that balance. Good. Find that stability. Last 5, 4, shoulders down. 3, 2, 1. Let's come back to center. Let's start with the right leg now. Switch it up a bit, why not? Last series here with the leg circles. Good, and then just notice if you can take them a little bit bigger, but keep that control. So don't let that left side come over to help. Good, last 3, 2, 1, and reverse. Good, 5, 4, 3, good job, 2, 1, plant that foot down, switching sides. Good, last time you have to do this. Tiny little circles, or take them a bit bigger if you've got that control. Good, last 3, 2, 1, and reverse. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's extend both legs now, see if you can take them a little bit lower down. Yes, you can. Good, holding for 8, 7, 6, 5. Imprint that spine. Good, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees in, rock yourself forward, nice and slowly. Good job. Okay, we're not done just yet. So we're gonna come up into our seated position. Feet are gonna be flat to the floor, knees are bent. Arms are gonna come behind our head. So I don't want you to be pulling on your neck or anything like that. They're just resting there. Shoulders are down and back. We're gonna take our right elbow to our left knee, back to center, and switch. So this is just a seated bicycle. Cool. Little twist and twist. Good job. Keep twisting here. I just need to fix my microphone. Good. Keep twisting, keep moving. You're still going. Good job. Last 3, 2. Give me 1 more. Good. Okay, you're going to cross your hands over one another, holding this C curve of the spine. We're going to bring it up, coming up on top of the pelvis, and then we're rolling back off. We come up and back off. Good job. Let's go for 3, 2. Nice work. 1 more. Good job. Okay, coming back to our seated bicycle, off we go again. Good. Keep twisting, keep rotating. If you're feeling this a lot in the thighs and it's hurting, don't lift your leg. You can just twist and twist. You work the same muscles, just a little bit less intense on the legs. Nice job. Keep breathing, keep smiling, keep moving. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center, fold your arms. We send it forward, roll it back, forward and back. If you're feeling your hip flexors a lot here on this one, just don't go super low. You can just go halfway and back up. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last round here, yes you can. Come back to your bicycle position, off we go. Little tap and tap, good. How are the obliques? Are they talking to you? Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, last one here, good. Let's come back to center, fold the arms, we come forward, send it back, forward and back for 5, 4, try to keep your feet down here as well, last 3, 2, on this next one, let's hold it halfway, good job, keep your shoulders down, feel free to extend your arms out if you want this one to feel a little different, good, holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Let's come all the way up. Okay, we're going to come back into our all fours position. This is a full body workout, so let's do our glutes. Okay, so from here, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to start with our left leg to begin with. So from here, grounding through our palms and that right knee, pulling the shoulders out of the ears, slight little tuck under of that tailbone. From here, we're going to bring that left knee to our right knee, send it out, bring it knee to knee. Good job. Out and knee to knee. Good, so both hip bones should be pointing towards the floor, neck is long, slight little chin tuck, tummy's on. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to keep it long on this next one. We're going to tap the left toes down, bring them back up. Good job. Lower and lift. So just remember, I don't want you to be arching and kicking back like a wild animal. Just keep it small and controlled. I want you to be actively squeezing on that right glute as well. Last 3, 2, and 1. Let's pulse. Hold it up and pulse for 5. Good job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, you're going to lower that right forearm down, and then you're going to bring your left knee to your left elbow, and then send it back. So knee to elbow and back. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and on this next one, you're going to bring that knee out to the side, lower knee to knee, and extend it out to the side. Good job. So a little fire hydrant here. I think that's what you call it. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Extend that right forearm. Off we go again. Extend the knee out, knee to knee. Good. So just check your form first. I always say if at any point you need to just stop and reset yourself, do that. It's very important. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend it long, lower and lift, lower and lift. 5, 4, 3, good job. Keep breathing. 2, 1. Let's pulse. 5, 4, you got it. You know what you're doing. Last 3, 2, and 1. Lower that right forearm down, left knee, left elbow, and we send it back. Good job. Back. Good. And forward. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee down towards that right knee, send it back up. Little fire hydrant, down and up. 5. Keep that neck long, keep pressing that floor away. 3, 2, 1. Last round here, off we go again. Extending that right arm, left knee goes out, bring it back. Out and back, good job. Feel free to close down your eyes here if you need to and just really concentrate on keeping your form where it needs to be. Last 3, 2, 1. Let's extend it out, down and up, little toe taps. Good. 5, 4, so squeeze that glute, make sure you're not arching that back. 2, There you go. And 1, let's pulse, up and down. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that right forearm down, off we go. Last time you have to do this on this side. Good. Working through the obliques here as well. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's move into those fire hydrants, down and up, down and up. Keep breathing, keep going. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Okay, let's come up from there. Let's do the other side. Okay, so check that form as always, is where it needs to be. So wrists under shoulders, grounding through our left leg, spread all 10 fingers, send the right leg out. Square the shoulders, square the hips, and off we go. Knee to knee and extend. Knee to knee, extend. Good job. Let's go for 5. You know what you're doing here, so just keep it moving. Keep your tummy on. 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Extend that leg out. Little toe taps. Good. Let's go for 5. 4. Push that floor away. 3, 2, and 1. Let's pulse up and down. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that forearm. We press it in, we send it back. In and back. Nice work. 5, 4. Good job. 3, 2, and give me 1 more there, and then we'll move into those fire hydrants. Knee to knee, out, in, and out. There you go. 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Good job. Extend that left arm, send that right leg out, knee to knee, off we go again. 2 more rounds here. Good. So finding that nice length through the arms, through the neck, as we work through the legs. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend it back, little toe taps down and up, down and up. 5. Stay strong through the back. 3, 2, 1. Let's pulse up and down. Good job. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that left forearm down. Come on, you know what to do. Let's go. Right knee, right elbow. There you go. Controlling that movement each way. You're almost there. Keep working hard. Last 3. Good. 2 and 1. Move into those fire hydrants. Knee to knee and up. Good. Lifting that right knee to the side and down. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Extend that right, left arm. Last time you have to do this. Send that leg out, knee to knee. Square the shoulders, square the hips. Good. You're the only person in charge of your body. You got this. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that leg out, little lower, little lift. 5, we're almost there. Keep going. Home stretch now. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's pulse. Last time you have to pulse. 5, count it with me. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that left elbow down. Off we go. Good. Knee to knee and back. Knee to knee and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one there. Knee to knee, out to the side. Knee to knee, out to the side. Last 5. Keep breathing. 4. You got it. Last 3, 2, and last one there. Nice job, everyone. Okay, we're gonna add in a quick little stretch for those glutes because it feels good. So just coming down to your backs, We'll start with our left knee, so bringing your left foot over to your right knee. Little stretch here for our glutes. So you're gonna scoop your arms through to your right shin and just find that supine pigeon pose. Try to keep your left foot flexed. And then if it feels good to just add a little tiny rock side to side, do it. Good, trying to relax and breathe into this. Good job. Okay, and then we'll release there and then just straight away switching sides. So just a quick little glute stretch. Good, and then you can just little rock. Good job. Okay, bring your knees in towards your chest, little tiny squeeze, and then we'll roll ourselves all the way up. And you guys are all done, yay! I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Let me know if you did or any other videos that you want to see. Leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and I'll see you next time. Bye!